It's like how does language like support patriarchy?
Oh yes. So like, let's see. Do you mean how does language like?
Or any political system? Because I think like language, you know, to make an example here is like when you think of women that are in the sex work, right?
Hmm.
If we say, if they say I'm a sex worker, right? That is being looked upon a little bit different from then just saying I'm a hoe in that
Exact
way.
or
So it's
or
like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think of another example too. Like I'm a prostitute, for example. Yes. Like what are
so
those the connotations?
yes,
So yes. So I mean, if we were to get into that, you know, you think of the connotations of, let's just say we'll represent prostitute, like prostitute as A, represent being a hoe as B, and then C would be I'm a sex worker. And so we'll do that. What was the other one?
hoe.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And so, what kind of connotations does it have? When I think of, and really this is something that can only be built like between two people, the connotation or the culture identity of it, or what culture tells you what it could be. So, because denotatively, or rather just its definition, you could say that I mean, not that they're all the same thing, but like, if you look up in a dictionary, right?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
would say it conveys the essence of what, like someone that sells their body for sex.
yeah.
Exactly. So we could both agree that all these have that kind of in common. But the connotation is what is very important, I think, because it's not the same thing as calling someone, you know, a sex worker and then also calling them a hoe.
Yeah.
Like you're saying something, you're making a judgment on, I would say, when you say that. At least just in my opinion. So if I call someone a hoe, that would I probably have a disfavorable opinion of them. But if I call someone a sex worker, I would say I have a neutral opinion of it. And so those connotations are very important in language. And I think that's something that just overall, as we, like how we refer to people, right?
Yeah.
That's very important. We don't want to say, about being, like gender inclusive language too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if someone prefers to be called this way, but you insist on calling them this way, are you really
Yes.
respecting them?
Yeah.
That's the, that's a, I would say if someone tells you something that like, I prefer to be called this way and you refuse to do it, I mean, in essence, you're disrespecting them and their kind of identity,
Yeah.
which is just not, for me personally, just not, not okay. So,
So
so language definitely needs to be more, the way you use language is very important.